Good morning. This is Jarrett at Agape Christian Marketplace with this morning's Soulful Selection. And today I'm going to be reading from this book, Walking with God, by Dr. David Jeremiah, a full year of daily devotions. And so I'm going to read from today's reading, and it's entitled No More Fear. And it starts off with the scripture from Isaiah chapter 12, verse 2, which reads, "Behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid." And that's taken again from Isaiah 12:2. And then Dr. Jeremiah writes the following. The word Armageddon often shows up in the news as journalists discuss the fears facing our world. But perhaps the thing bothering you today isn't Armageddon. It's the deficit in your bank account, a problem in your family, or a rift in your church. One of the greatest phrases in the book of Revelation is no more. We're told of a day for God's children where there will be no more tears, no more death, no more sorrow, and no more pain. Clarence McCartney said, "When I read those great no mores in the book of Revelation, where the heavenly life is described, I feel I would like to add another great no more. There shall be no more fear." When Christ was born at Bethlehem, that was what the angel said to the shepherds. Fear not. Christ came to banish fear. Over the portals of heaven are written these words, greeting man as he enters the heavenly city. Fear not. Whether you're worried about Armageddon in the future or aggravations today, trust him and don't be afraid. Then it finishes with this quote from Clarence McCartney, which reads, "The psalmist said, 'What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee.' That is good, very good, but still better is what Isaiah said, 'I will trust and not be afraid.'" Man, there's a lot of things in this world that will try and distract us from our mission to live for God, to live for Christ. A lot of fears can come up. Sometimes worry can just enter our thinking so easily. And we need to be on guard. You know, like we think of the promises in the book of Revelation, no more fear, no sickness, no more death. But the no fear is not just something that's reserved from heaven or for heaven, for that afterlife. It's something that we can live in now, right? We know God. We know who holds the future. There's this song, and since I'm remembering it, I'm probably going to misquote it, but it's like, I know who holds the future. Because he lives, that's the name of the song. Because he lives, all fear is gone, because I know he holds the future, and my life is worth the living just because he lives. Whatever comes our way, we have a God who cares for us, who comforts us, who will provide every spiritual need for us, right? His plan is to not harm us, but do us good, even when we don't understand it. We have a God who is on our side because we are his. We have been chosen by him. We have been saved by him, and he is at work in our lives to develop us and grow us in a way that is honoring and pleasing to him. You know what? Sometimes growth hurts, but that doesn't mean that growth is bad. Have no fear. God is with you each and every day, even when maybe you don't feel it. Think of Peter when he stepped out on the water. He said, "God, if that's you, Jesus, if that's you, tell me to come on out." And Jesus said, "I am." And Peter stepped out of the boat, and he had his eyes fixed on Jesus. It's when he got distracted and looking around at the waves and everything else, all those concerns, where the fear and the doubt crept in. And then what happened? Jesus still came over, picked him up, and brought him back to the surface. Anyways, I hope that's encouraging for you today. We won't see you on Friday for Soulful Selections because we are closed for Good Friday. I hope you find I hope you have an enjoyable weekend, remembering Christ's sacrifice for you. Hope you get to spend some time with your family, both biologically, if that's a possibility, and also spiritually. Assemble together with other Christians, commemorate this wonderful gift of salvation that God has provided for us through the sacrifice of his Son, in which we are eternally indebted. Anyways, you have yourself a great day, and we'll see you Monday for another Soulful Selection. Bye-bye.